Because I Need You. Written by Claire Contreras. Narrated by Emma Wilder and Oscar Reyes. 1. Isabel. The past 10 days were a blur. I felt like I'd been struck by a force that was too great for me to bear. It wasn't just the loss of my father. It was the terrifying way in which it happened. To have him, a force of nature, just collapse in the kitchen right in front of me right after telling a joke. The ride to the hospital was shocking, and leaving without him after being told he was gone, even more so. That was how the doctor said it, too, before he gave me a moment alone with my father. "I'm so sorry. He's gone." "Gone where?" I demanded. "Gone where?" I knew it was an impossible question to answer, nearly an impossible thing to consider without delving deep into existentialism and religion. And yet, I'd rather deep dive into both of those than let him go. I wasn't ready to do that, and I needed an answer. The days that followed had been much muddier than that. Thankfully, Dad had his funeral arrangements all planned out, from the service to the casket to the burial plot. I was grateful for his foresight, because I'd never had to plan one before, and I wouldn't even have known where to start. The actual funeral brought more questions, more blurred memories. I'd expected his employees to show up. I hadn't expected more than 50 men in dark suits to be there. Men who were hard and rough around the edges. I'd only recognized a handful of guys my father employed in his painting company. The rest were just bodies. Each of them squeezed my shoulder as they walked through and said a sentiment. I'd clung onto William the entire time, kept my face mostly buried in the sleeve of his suit jacket, grateful I hadn't been completely alone. My boyfriend had enough things on his plate, but he set them all aside to be there for me that day. Later, he asked who all those men were, and I didn't know how to answer him. I shrugged. I'd never seen them. William said nothing to that, but insisted I go back home to New York with him. I told him I couldn't, since I had to figure out what to do with my father's things. I was his only family, after all. If I didn't do it, who would?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?